Good day everyone, my name is Jassy Esponera, together with my partner, Miss Micaela Malinaw. Today we will be talk about metacognitive observation. For, for a child in kindergarten or younger, we interview Miss Althea Kate E. Malinaw, which is 5 years old. For our first question, so I'm going to say 10 words. So listen carefully because you will try to remember those words. And she says, Opo. And then, how many words do you think you will remember? And she said, 7. And what do you do to remember those words? She said, binilang ko po at nakinig po. And she is good at remembering, and her favorite things to do is maglaro.
Asked her, what is your favorite animal? She says, monkey and goat. What is your favorite color? She says, yellow and blue. And then, what is your favorite food? Chicken and ice cream. Remember the words? Can you say it now? She said, pencil, apple, bag, flower, chocolate, dog, books, and paper. And she was greatly good because she remembered 7 words.
I'm going to read the story, and I remind her to listen carefully because he will do it the way as I did.
So, the title of a story or a short story is Ako si Ana. Si Ana ay may alagang aso. Atong ang tawag sa kanya. Ito ay mataba, tsokolate ang kulay niya. Itong si Atong ay kahali-hali na. Ito ay laging pinagliliguan ni Ana, kaya ito ay malinis sa tuwina. Mahal ni Ana ang alaga niya, kaya sila ay laging masaya. So I have here 5 questions, or 4 rather. Then I asked Althea Kate. The first question is, ano ang pamagat ng kwento? She says, ako si Ana. And then, ano ang alaga ni Ana? She says, aso po. Third question is, anong pangalan ng aso niya? Si Atong po. And the last question, maaari mo bang isalaysay ang mga natandaan mo sa kwento? She says, ang aso niya ay tsokolate. Araw-araw siya naliligo at mahal niya ang aso niya.
Yeah, and that's all Althea Kate responses.
9 years old girl who is Joanna May M. Umali. Okay, so I told to her that I'm going to say 10 words. So her only have to do is to listen carefully because later on she will try to remember those words. And she said, Opo. Okay, this is the 10 words. Cellphone, grapes, ballpen, cherry, flower, crocodile, books, bag, teddy bear, and water. And I repeat it 3 times in order for her to understand and to remember those words. And then I start to ask her, how many words do you think you will remember? She says, 5 po. Okay, so what do you need to do to remember the words? Tinatak po sa isip, she answered. Are you good at remembering? She says, hindi po. Okay, so does your teacher give you ideas to help you remember? She says, Opo. Do you remember some specific examples of things you learned in school to help you remember things? She says, magbasa po at magsulat. And then, do you use them? She says, Opo. Okay, so do you think they are helpful? She said, Opo. And then, how do you think you learned? By seeing, by hearing, or by doing? And she says, kapag nakikita ko po. Okay, so, do you Do you do activities to help learn things in to help you Do you do activities to help you learn things in school? And she said, Opo, pagsusulat. Do you still remember the words? Can you say the words? She said, water, teddy bear, ballpen, grapes. And I asked her, is that's all? And she said yes. So, what is your favorite hobbies? She said, nagsasalpong po. Okay, so what is your favorite color? She said, red. And then, what is your favorite animal? She said, cat. Okay, so do you like to read? Why? And she said, Opo, para po sa pag-aaral. So do you read in school? She said, Opo. What kinds of books? What kinds of books? Mga pabula po, she said. Do you like to read? Why? She said, Opo, para po sa pag-aaral. So, do you read in school? She said, Opo. What kinds of books? Mga pabula po, she answered. Do you read outside of school? She said, minsan po. Okay, so what kind of books? Peter Pan po. Do you think reading is important? She said, yes po. Opo. So yeah, I'm going to tell a story to her, and then I asked her, or I remind her again, that she need to listen carefully, because later on she will try to retell the story the way I did. The title of the story is Ang Alaga Kong Kuting. So, this is the story. May alaga akong kuting. Ang pangalan niya ay Muning. Ang kulay ay putit itim na kung tumakbo ay matulin. Makinang ang kaniyang mata, sa dilim ay kitang-kita. Balahibo ay kay ganda. Masdan mo siya'y kay ganda. Pagulungin mo ang bola, ito ay lalaruin niya. Kung magpalakad-lakad ka, hahabulin ang iyong paa. And I repeat it 3 times, and then after that, I asked her to retell the story the way I did. And then, so this is the time that I asked her to retell the story that I read to her a while ago. Alaga kong kuting, may alaga akong kuting, ang kulay ay puti at itim, maganda ang balahibo, makintab ang mata pag nasa dilim. Pag palakad-lakad, ang paa ay hahabulin. And that's all for Anime. All her responses. And that's all her responses.
So for the 10 years old and above, we interview Ashley Kian E. Malinaw, 12 years old kid. So for our first question, so I'm going to say 10 words, so she listen carefully because she will try to remember those words. And she says, Opo. The 10 words are cell phone, grapes, ballpen, cherry, flower, crocodile, books, bag, teddy bear, and water. And she remembered 8 words. And what do you do to remember the words? She said, nakinig po at inuom ang mga salita. And she is good at remembering. And her teacher gave her some ideas to help her remember some things or lessons. So for the next question, so do you remember some specific examples of things you learned in school that help you remember those words? And she said, nagbibigay po ng chart si teacher araw-araw at araw-araw po namin yung binabasa. And she She said it is helpful and useful, and she learned easily um, by seeing. Do you do activities to help learn things in school? And she said, Opo, sa pamamagitan po ng pagbabasa. And the words that she remembers are bag, ballpen, crocodile, grapes, teddy bear, water, cell phone, and flower. So according to Ashley, she loves to read, especially in her school, and her favorite books are Peter Pan, Aladdin, Cinderella, The Three Piglets, and Beauty and the Beast. She also read outside the school, which is she loved Bible. She loved Bible because according to her, minsan po ang binabasa ko po ay Bible dahil dito nahuhubog po ang aking kaisipan at nadadagdagan ang aking kaalaman. And for her, reading is important because dahil dito natututo po ang mga bata. So for the storytelling, I remind her to listen carefully because she will try to remember or she will tell the story the way that I did. And the title of the story is Ang Alaga Kong Kuting. So according to her, she remembered matulin siya at ang mga mata ay itim. Ang pangalan niya ay Muning na kung tumakbo ay matulin at ang balahibo niya ay kay ganda.
And that's all. I hope you learned something.